The long-rumoured and long-awaited Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster, the Ivalice Chronicles, drops on September 30th. Here's everything you need to know about it. Final Fantasy Tactics originally launched for the Sony PlayStation on June 20th, 1997 in Japan, with the Western release coming a few months later in early 1998. The game was then remastered for the PSP with the subtitle The War of the Lions 10 years later, and that version added new cutscenes, multiplayer functionality, and more. The story of Final Fantasy Tactics centers around two men, Ramza and Delita, who come from completely different backgrounds but initially have similar goals. Eventually, their lives fork off in massively different directions, and they find themselves now at odds with one another. Final Fantasy Tactics The Ivalice Chronicles brings a new enhanced version of the turn-based tactics game with an updated user interface and additional quality-of-life improvements. As detailed on the PlayStation blog, that includes a new, more approachable Squire difficulty setting, which should help first-time players grapple with tactics. It's a famously tough game with a few difficulty spikes that were known to lock players into battles so intense that if your character levels were too low, you could never beat them, forcing some to start the game over completely. The Ivalice Chronicles also includes the option to fast forward during battles, has autosave, and also has a new tactical viewpoint which gives you a better look at the battlefield. The enhanced version also has extensive additions and adjustments to the story, according to Square Enix, as well as fully voiced dialogue in both English and Japanese. The English version of the game stars Lies of P's Joe Pitts as Ramza, Assassin's Creed Valhalla's Greg Lowe as Delita, House of the Dragon's Emily Carey as Alma, and some guy named Ben Starr.
You forget yourself, Ramza.
But if you'd rather have a more nostalgic experience, the Ivalice Chronicles will also include a classic version with Final Fantasy Tactics original graphics and gameplay. That version of the game will use the War of the Lions translation for the story, originally included in the War of the Lions version released on the PSP in 2007. Final Fantasy Tactics The Ivalice Chronicles launches digitally on September 30th for Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4 and 5, PC, Nintendo Switch, and Switch 2, all for $50. Pre-ordering the game gets you some in-game items, including white equipment for Ramza, spiked boots that increase jump, a mithril knife, 10 high potions, and 10 ether. It's also getting a digital-only deluxe edition that includes the following in-game items: the Academy Blade, Academy Beret, Academy Tunic, the Ring of Aptitude, black equipment for Ramza, red equipment for Ramza, and 10 Phoenix Down. The physical editions are exclusive to PS5 and Nintendo Switch. However, Switch owners can get a free Switch 2 visual and performance upgrade. You just need to claim it for free in the eShop. The Amazon exclusive edition for Nintendo Switch and PS5 includes a double-sided poster in the box, which has lovely character art on one side and the job class flowchart on the other. If you are lucky enough to nab a collector's box, you'll receive a special art box, a figure of Ramza, a mini Chocobo plushie set, a magnet set, a pop-up diorama of the outlying church, and some art prints. All that for $200, and the collector's box doesn't come with the game, but you can get a bundle with it included for an extra $50. Sadly though, it sold out very quickly. However, Square did release a second wave, which, also sold out, so here's fingers crossed that there's a third wave. For more on Final Fantasy Tactics The Ivalice Chronicles, including our review, make sure to subscribe to GameSpot.